Hey, it's George coming at you today. And, I got a quick question for you. What have you done today to make your tomorrow even better? Remember, it's not about what you're putting off for tomorrow. It's what you do today to make tomorrow so much better. That's one of the things I want to talk about today is what can you do about your sales process, about creating a sales funnel, to be able to produce better results for you than you're seeing right now. Because, a lot of the problems in sales is you're working really hard, you're trying to get all this momentum, and you're working for very small commissions. You're losing out on a lot of the sales. And that's because a lot of people think they understand a sales funnel, they think they understand the process, but they actually only implement such a small part of it and really lose out on the bigger picture. And that's what we're going to talk about today real quick. We're going to go through two types of sales funnel. Maybe we'll even get into a bonus sales funnel that even the ones that put sales funnels together tend to lose sight of too. So here, we'll go through this real quick. Let me start sharing my screen with you real quick here, and let's get through the sales funnel today. So, sales funnel, what's its purpose? Like I said, like I was already saying, the purpose of a sales funnel is to be able to capitalize on a lot of the targeted traffic that you're bringing in, so you not only can capitalize on when they're ready to say yes, but you can also be there when they're ready to say yes. So, and that's where we're going to talk about a buying sales funnel and a long-term or lead sales funnel. And then we're going to talk about the different anatomies of both of those, because they're a little bit different, and you got to make sure you understand the purposes of both. And then we'll get into the most neglected sales funnel at the bottom that can really produce amazing results. So without further ado, the purpose of the sales funnel, like I said, it's to focus your sales process. A lot of people tend to get scattered around, and really you need to outline your sales process, make sure it's focused, make sure it's targeted, and that way you can test it and tweak it as you need it, and you're just not all over the place. So you can really focus your energy and get the most out of it. And that's all about building on that buying decision, building on that decision when they're ready to make it, that you can capitalize on it, not only for you for income, but for them, so you can give them the best solution, the best opportunity, the best product or service to be able to fill the need that they're trying to fulfill. Because if they don't do it with you, they're going to do it with somebody else. So, and that's, again, it's about finding that long-term selling strategy so that you're not just missing out on the ones that you don't initially, sell right then and there. And that's what we're going to talk about is your two types of sales funnels. Your buying sales funnel, what happens when they're ready to say yes? How can you take charge of that warm lead and really be able to benefit from it the most, have both sides benefit the most from it, so you can build on that buying decision of yes and really be able to build on your income potential and start to get out of those little small commissions that you're trying to live off of. And we're also going to talk about the long-term sales funnel, because that is where you need to build the rapport and trust, so you start to capture those ones that maybe weren't ready to say yes, or they get distracted when they first initially see your offer, and you're able to come back to them and provide that future income and be there when the time is right. Because when the time's right, they are willing to say yes, whether you are there or not. So let's take a look at the lead sales funnel real quick. Lead sales funnel is about that long-term strategy, because face it, no matter how targeted your traffic is, you're not going to convert every person that sees your offer, even the ones that are willing, the ones that are, ready to say yes. Something's going to happen. Something's going to distract them, whether it's, their kids running in and spilling something, the phone rings, their favorite TV show comes on. It could be a whole host of things, but something's going to distract some of the ones that are ready to say yes. And some others are going to be on the edge. They want to say yes, but they're just not truly, satisfied yet that you're the solution that's going to make the difference for them. So that's where you need to build up over time, because it's important you capture the information when you first bring in that lead, so you have that information to communicate with. Because how else are you going to be able to provide value for them through answers to questions in your industry? And it's important to know the various questions in your industry. In fact, you probably already know them because you probably had them before you got into your industry. So what were those questions? Most of them don't change over time. Most of them stay pretty constant. There might be a little tweaking here and there, but they'll be out there. And so what were the answers that you found? What were the answers that turned you into buying, to a buying decision to say yes? Make sure you get all those questions. Make sure, hey, talk amongst people, build the interaction with those people so you can get those questions if you don't have them, and start to find ways to provide answers for those questions. Start to provide ways to show them that, yes, this is the solution for them. And then also build on social proof. Social proof being others that have found what they're looking for by taking part in the solution, and find ones of a variety of backgrounds, because you never know which type of person that you're talking to, and you want them to be able to relate personally, whether it's a single mother, whether it's a kid getting out of college, whether it's a middle-aged man like me that's married and has kids. So make sure you provide a variety of social proof. And truthfully, if your solution is worth the money with people you're asking people to buy into it, there's going to be social proof out there. Because if there's not, then you really might want to think about a different solution or offering a different solution. And that's where and that's where I want to talk about, over time. Now, up to this point, you're probably going to convert, a good portion of those leads coming in, especially if your solution has the right things to really promote for the leads that are coming in. And again, if your leads or your targeted traffic is really targeted. But the longer somebody stays on your list, the less and less, or I should say, not the less and less warm, but the more cold they become, less and less warm. But the more cold they become, and you got to be able to warm them back up. And how you want to make sure you do that is through trying to build things into your content, video, letters, or blog posts, to be able to build interaction with them. Try to promote them to interact with you by replying to an email, by making sure they fill out a comment to get something in return, to try to find out what their questions are, why they aren't there, why they haven't responded yet, what hesitations. But try to build, interaction between them, because that will help warm them back up. It'll help see that you're a real person, that you're really concerned, that you really have their interests at heart, and it'll start to be able to build up a lot more warmth in those leads and be able to convert more over the long term. Because, like I said, chances are off the bat, it's going to be a small percentage that you hit at the right time and that is ready to say yes. And it's all about this lead sales funnel to be able to convert more and more of that percentage of traffic driven through into buying customers. So make sure you understand this. Make sure you start to look at how you might be able to implement this so that you are able to capture and produce more income from the leads that you're bringing in there. And that's where we want to talk about when they're ready to say yes. What is this buy sales funnel? And to tell you the truth, a lot of people miss out on a lot of the income that's possibly out there for them because they stop at the initial sale. They either do one of two things. They either give them a small purchase product to get them in the door, get them to say yes, and then you're on to the next one, right? Or they hit this big dollar one right off the bat and they scare the crap out of everybody, and everybody just runs for cover. So it is important to have a small initial product, but don't leave it at that, because then all you're going to be doing is living on nickel and dime commissions, and who can live on that? So you do want to have them to be able to warm up, to start to say yes to a solution that they are ready to say yes to, but they're not quite fully on board. They're not ready to mortgage the house or anything to say yes to your solution. And I'm not really offering products that somebody's got to mortgage their house for either, but you want to, have that initial small cost there to get them warmed up, to get them in the door. And that's where you want to give them, the congratulations, show them what results they're going to find from buying the solution, and then show them a solution that will provide it even faster or easier or less efforts, or be able to provide them product with a slightly higher entry level so that you can build on that yes, so that you can provide them, because they're already showing commitment. Now it's really a test of how committed are they. So how committed they are to making that changes, making that, taking what needs to be done to find the solution that they're looking for. So you can provide that slightly higher product to be able to go in there. Now, a lot of the products I sell, my initial and even that next entry level product, are actually residual. So it may not be a large cost of entry to get in. You'll be able to convert more of your leads to customers that way, but it also allows you to build income over time by having it a residual monthly subscription type product or solution for them, so that it does provide that low entry point for them. It provides the ones that are committed but not totally in it yet, but also provides an income for you that you can build on over time. And that's when, once they hit that second gate, that's when I'm really, truly, hey, they're committed, they're getting there. Now I'm really trying to test the waters to see what change they're really ready to make. That's why I hit them with my first big ticket product. I could go, I usually don't even go less than $1,000 on my big ticket product, because, I want to really, they're in the door, they've gotten 2 feet in, now they're ready to bring the whole body in with it. And that's where I'm going to hit them up and show them what really can be done and what this next level solution could do for them. And you know what? I don't stop there. I am ready to hit them with, both barrels after the end of that, because I know the ones that have made it past there are willing not only to commit to the solution, but they're ready to make the lifestyle change that's really needed to get the solution they're there. And I'm willing to provide them with every resource I can find to make that happen for them. And that's where I hit them with my largest ticket product that will provide them with resources that are worth well beyond that. And I'm not going to get into the sales lingo of saying, well, it's worth 10, 15,000. No, it's worth 10,000. No, it's fine. Truthfully, most of the products that I sell for $5,000 to $6,000 to $10,000, I have paid personally myself a lot more than that for. So, I still provide a valuable, efficient solution for what they're trying to get into at a price that that isn't nearly as high as what the product is worth. So make sure you look at this and really don't stop at the beginning. So many people just stop at that initial product, and that's why you spend 20 hours a day working for nickel and dime commissions. If you're really invested, build a buying sales funnel to be able to not only capitalize on an income, but also be able to provide the solutions for those people that are coming in there that are interested, that want to commit, but you're just not giving the solution to them. So they're going to commit somewhere else. They're going to spend that money to find that solution that people are just not going to spend it. So make sure you look at this and how you can implement it in your business, how you can build on it in your business. And again, it's not only for you, it's about providing value and solutions for the people that are interested in the achievement and rewards that you have too. So make sure you look at this, because this is what's the difference between living off of the nickel and dime and getting those $3,000 to $4,000 to $5,000 commissions and really building that income that, at first you thought was possible, then you got caught up in it and just didn't see how it's done. This is how it's done. This is how the big boys on the block really make money. And I'm not just talking about you and me and everything. This is how large corporations build their income. So it's good for them. You can do it too. You can build on the potential that's out there as well. So again, two types of sales funnel. You got to think about the long term, because you're not going to be at the right time at the right place for everybody all the time, right then and there. But you do want to make sure you're there, you're ready for when they are. And then that buying sales funnel, like I said, is build on it. They're the ones that are truly committed are going to spend the money. You want to make sure that they spend the money on your solution so you can provide them the best value and be able to build the income that you're looking to buy or build off of their commitment. So, and you know what, I've run out of time. I actually got to go to another coaching call here in a minute, so I'm not going to be able to get into the bonus funnel we talked about. This is the one that can create really crazy income for people that are already warm and hot to what you have to offer. And even the ones that are the most experienced and do sales funnels and do them for a living and test them out, they so often neglect this one. But you know what? I don't have time right now, but I'll do you one favor. I'll record another video here later on tonight, and if you comment below, tell me, what have you gotten out of this video? What are you ready to implement in your business to be able to put these sales funnels in place for the results you're looking for? And then leave your email address and tell me, hey, send me the bonus funnel, and I'll send you a link personally to the bonus funnel that are really, if you thought that these results were crazy or what you can get with this process, that is even crazier. So, and the worst part and the best part about it is you already have everything you need to build it. You already have all the information for the rest of your sales funnel. It's just that you're neglecting the one place that you can put it to work for you even after this process is done. So I hope to see you then. I got to go real quick, and I'll be talking to you soon and reading your comments.